If you're new to the channel, go ahead and click like, share, subscribe. I know a lot of you guys ask why I keep my face covered, because you guys don't really need to know how I look. You should be more interested in my content versus wanting to know exactly how I look. No worries, I'm sexy under this mask. Alright, so no, seriously, so I'm making this video so you guys will get a general idea as to how to pre-trip a truck. I'm not going to go that route and say how to properly pre-trip a truck, right? Because I don't even think there's a proper way to do it. Let a proper person tell you. So we are about to pre-trip my cat engine truck. All your super truckers would be, not a cat engine, a cat engine. Yeah, a cat engine. Chill out, super trucker. So this is not a Cummins, a Detroit, and all of that other stuff that my super truckers be, you know, be all gun-hoed about. But she gets the job done. This is actually my second box truck that I've had with a cat engine. I like cats. They tend to have oil leaks, as you can see. But I don't have any complaints. So they're really good engines. You've got to do your proper maintenance. You've got to pre-trip, obviously. You know, just to keep to take care of the engine, you've got to change the oil. I changed the oil in my truck myself. You got to change the oil. You got to make sure, you know, if you hear a certain noise or anything, tend to it. Don't ignore it. But overall, I am a big fan of Cat. I like them. This is an older model truck. So yeah, let's pre-trip. All right. So how am I looking as far as power steering? I'm okay. This is my fuel filter, which I might want to get me a new one fairly soon. But like I said, you guys can see that I have a oil leak. Now, is the oil leak bad? No. And I'm not going to lie and say that it is. But if anybody knows cat engines, bum, 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 they will tell you cats are known for having an oil leak. I don't care what your year, make, and model is. You got an oil leak and you just don't know it. Cats are known for that, but they still perform very well. I still get high RPMs. I don't get any idling, knocking, ticking, anything crazy that would get me put out of service, or, you know, I would feel embarrassed to show up with. I don't feel embarrassed at all, and I've never had an out of service with my company. So yeah, let's get started. I don't want to talk too much. So I checked my power steering. Let me check my, see if I need some transmission fluid. And I do. Oh my God, there's hardly any in there. Well, we want to protect that. We definitely want to protect the transmission fluid. So I'll be coming back and actually filling that up as well. I do pay attention to my gauges, so I do not need to add oil. And you should, as you guys see there, it's a C7. This is, they have a 3216, and then they have a 3116. This is what it looks like on the inside. I need to add oil. These here are my, forgot what you call them. They control the fuel. I got 6 of them. It's 6 cylinders. I know a lot of this stuff. Rocker box here. Underneath there, there's I'm not gonna bore y'all out. We'll have another video for all of that. All right, so I'm gonna add some oil, add some transmission fluid. This here is my oil dipstick. I don't need to touch that because I know I need to add oil. My coolant level is looking really great. This is the full and this is the low, and I am right here, so I'm looking really good on coolant. Probably need to end up getting me a new air filter soon. I'm looking really good on my coolant level. My belt's not frayed, cracked, worn. Looks really good. My belt looks really good. Nothing's leaking now, considering I haven't started my truck. Oh, I need to get a bolt for my suspension. The whole bolt came out. Like, no kidding, I'll be moving. Now my tires, the thread is not too bad. I don't exactly have a quarter on me, but you guys can see my tread depth is fine. I am still 4 and 432. As time progresses, I say within the next few months or so, I am gonna put on me some new tires. So I do have some new tires, but these are still really good. They're still in compliance. I'm fine here, not missing any bolts or anything like that. How are we looking up here? My drive shaft's in place, not wiggly wobbly, anything crazy. My exhaust, I need a new exhaust, Jesus. But it's not leaking, and that's what's most important. A leaky exhaust will cause problems. I'm looking good, I'm looking good. I've got 2 mud flaps, which would be a big issue if you were driving a semi, or even certain states you gotta have mud flaps. So I only go to like a handful of states. I don't even go to many states, but really got really good mud flaps that are still in great condition. My truck does have a lift gate, works really well. Works really good. Alright, I'm over here to the other tires. Rusted, yeah, but whatever. How's my thread depth? My thread depth seems to be alright. This tire got some wear and tear and will eventually need to come off really soon. But it is still good. It's not slick per se, but my tread depth looks like a dang on 632 versus a 432. Alright. This is my fuel tank. Let me go. And this is ghetto, but it has to be done. Bleed your air tanks, guys. Alright, let's see here. Alright, so I'm gonna add oil. This is about a gallon that I've got. I do use Walmart branded oil. I look for certain things such as low emissions, diesel, advanced wear protection, because this is an older truck, so I look for keywords like that. Heavy duty diesel oil. Right now what I'm finding for your owner ops, even company people, Walmart's got the best oil deals. And so if you're looking for anything, if you're one of them people that want to read every ingredient, yeah. This is not a what they call a marketed video, or I'm not being sponsored or any of that. It's just I just stand behind the product and it performs well in my truck, so I ain't got no complaints. And it's well within budget, because all that stuff starts to add up. So I've got a little residue, not enough to even bother cleaning up. Sun tight. Again, this was a 1 gallon. I didn't put the whole gallon in there. I'm just topping off, because even having too much oil, I'm led into believing could ruin your truck. So you want to have the proper amount of oil. And I've had this truck for a while, the same make and model for years, as this only seems to be what works for me and what I drive, so I know what it takes and what it requires. So now I'm gonna see if I can add transmission fluid. Oh, not too much, not too much. And I say not too much, not too much. So I can't record and do this at the same time, obviously. All right, guys, you can't quite hear me. My truck's loud, but because I've got to get a load. So stay tuned. And this is going to be a relay from Spartanburg to Anderson to Spartanburg to Anderson. And this is in South Carolina, so stay tuned.